Hello, what's up guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel Suri the Desi Coder. So guys, this is the first video of my NextJs series. So what is NextJs? A NextJs is nothing but a React framework, or you can say it's a JavaScript framework too. A few years ago, I started working on React.js and then I switched to Next.js. Since then, I'm working on Next.js and now this is one of my favorite technology. So guys, in this video I will show you what is Next.js, what are the benefits of using Next.js, and then we will set up a Next.js application from scratch. But before that, let's see what topics I'm going to cover in the whole series of Next.js. Alright guys, so these are the topics I'm going to cover in the whole series, and the topic includes what is Next.js, the Next.js app setup, layout, and then SEO, routing, fetching data from APIs, and then server-side rendering versus static site generation, listings, and all this we will do using a real-world example. At the end, we'll deploy our application on Vercel. But before starting the Next.js, guys, you should have basic knowledge of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React.js. And in React.js, if you are familiar with components, props, and state, then you are ready to go with Next.js. Alright guys, so what is Next.js? A Next.js is a React framework, as I said, and it is created by Vercel, formerly named as Zayat. It enables server-side rendering of your pages, or you can have a statically generated site. That means SSR and SSG. I will show you what is SSR and SSG later on when we do the code. Alright, but why do we need Next.js? That means what are the benefits of using the Next.js? So these are the benefits of having Next.js. The first one is SEO. You can have better SEO with Next.js. And second one is performance. So in case of Next.js, your browser receives the HTML directly from the server. So the browser don't have to execute the JS like in React.js. This is how Next.js improves the performance. The third one is zero configuration. So in Next.js, you don't have to create a webpack file or bevel file. Next.js internally manages all the things for us. The fourth one is file-based routing. This is the interesting one. I will show you later on in the code. And the last one is 100% React syntax. So as I earlier said, if you are familiar with React, then you are ready to go with Next.js, because in Next.js your syntax is very almost similar to React. Apart from these benefits, there are other benefits too. So you can view those benefits on Next.js official site. This one, nextjs.org. Over here, when you scroll down, you can see the features here. Why Next.js? So these are the features of Next.js. Alright guys, so we have covered so much of theory part. Let's move to the practical one. So now we will set up our Next.js application. So for that, let's open our terminal, and here we will type the command npx create next app, and then our app name. So I will keep it posts app, and then I will use npm to install it. I have both yarn and npm installed in my local machine, but I will use npm here, and then press enter. Let's enter yes and enter. So it will install only 3 packages. So you can see here, so only 3 dependencies: React, React DOM, and Next. So it will take some time to install all the dependency. So guys, everything is installed. Now we have to go inside post app folder. So we will do cd post app, and now we will open this this project, this app in our editor. So I use VS Code. So I will write code and dot, and then press enter. Guys, you can see here, only this much of file, and we are ready to go with the Next.js. So now let's see package.json file. Here you can see the dependency object. We have only 3 dependency, as I told you earlier: the Next, React, and React DOM. And here we have a script folder. So in order to run the Next.js app, you have to type npm run dev, and to build your application you have to type npm run build, and to start running your build version you have to type npm run start or just npm start. Alright guys, so let's break down the files and folders of our application. So the first one is node modules. So any package you installed in our application, those packets will be reside here. The pages folder we will see later on. Let's move to the public. So in public folder you can have your local images, the CSS file, the JS file, and the favicon icon, as you can see. But be careful, anything you put inside the public folder is directly accessible to your browser. And the next one is the styles folder. So here you can see the global.css file. So this is the, as the name suggests, this is the global CSS file. The next one is home.module.css. In Next.js you have module CSS. So you can say component level CSS. So with the help of modular approach, this module CSS approach, Next.js prevents collision of classes those have same class name. So that's why Next.js uses the module CSS approach. And at the end we have git ignore, package log file, package.json, and the readme file. These are the usual file for any project, so I'm not going to explain this. Let's go to the pages folder. In pages folder we have API folder. I'll explain you this API folder later on. And then we have underscore app.js folder. This app component actually used to initialize your pages. So like you have index.js file here. This file is for your home page. So this home page is initialized through here. So likewise, if you have any other page like user.js, product.js, so those all pages are initialized from here. And as you can see here, we have one import of global CSS file here. And as per the Next.js, you cannot import this global.css file at any other place. You must have to import global CSS file here. And not only this global file, any global file, like if you are installing any npm package and you have to import the CSS file, then those CSS file also you have to import from here. Let's move to the index.js file. This index.js file is nothing but your home page. So let me show you by running the application. So to run the application, go to our terminal and type npm run dev. And now you have to navigate to localhost 3000. So let's go to our browser, navigate to localhost 3000. Let's close this. So here we go. This page, this is our home page. So everything here is rendered from this index.js file. So you can see, you can find this welcome to content here. Here we got this, and get started by editing. So here we have get started by editing. Okay, so let's see by removing the code to know like if everything is working or not. So let's remove this code. So we'll remove this code. We don't need this code, and I will type welcome to my app, save it and see in your browser. So you can see here we got welcome to my app. Put it inside h1 so it look good. See, welcome to my app. So that means our application is working fine. Alright, so let me explain you the whole thing here. So here you can see the imports. So we have important certain things. Let's remove this unused import, and here we have our component, and this is function based component, and in this component we are returning the HTML. This is JSX actually. So we are returning this JSX. Inside that you can see the head tag. This head tag is similar to our HTML head tag, and inside that head tag we have our app title. So you can change it like my app, keep it my post app, and save it. You can see my post app appear here, and inside that head tag we can have our meta tag. So when you open the source code of this page, you can see the meta tags here. See this meta tag, the description one, and this is coming from here. So if I will change this, so this will reflect over here. So let me change this to uh, my post app description. Save it and close it and refresh it. It's already refreshed actually. Let's see the page source, find description. So you can see here my post app description. Alright, so guys, any meta tags you put here, these meta tags helps in our SEO. In React.js also you can have meta tags, but let me show you how Next.js help you in better SEO. So go to our application and see the source code. So you can find the meta tags here, and apart from this meta tag, apart from this meta tag, you can also find this content over here. So when you search here, see, you have this content also here. But in React.js app, you don't have this content. So this is why Next.js application helps in better SEO. So whenever Google search engine crawls your website, so it also crawl this content. So whatever content you have here, for example, I may have welcome to my posts app over here. So when I save it, and let me see that, let me review the page source again. Find this word, welcome to my app and welcome to my post app. So Google will crawl this content, and when someone search using the word, any word, like for example if someone search with using the word post, so your site will appear on the top. So this is how Next.js helps your application in better SEO. So this is the beauty of Next.js actually. So I hope you understand how Next.js helps in better SEO. Alright guys, so at the moment we only have our home page, this one. So now I want to create another page, let's say post.js. So for that what we have to do, we have to just create one file inside the pages folder. The name of this file is post.js, and let's create the component. So I directly created the component using actually I have installed one package in my VS Code, so using that I can create the component directly by just typing few letters. So change the code here, let's say post page, save it, and now go to your browser, and when you type here posts, you will see your page. Here we go. See, we have created one file post.js and our route is created automatically. So this is the beauty of Next.js. You don't have to install any package, any third-party package to create the routes. What you have to do, you just have to create file here, and your file name will become the route. So for example, if I have one another file, for example, I want to create one another route, let's say users.js. So I will create one file user.js, and then I will create the component, and inside that component, let's say let's put some content, users page, and then you have to navigate here with the same name, with the same file name actually. So users, see, you have users page content here. So this is how routing works in Next.js. You just have to create the file here, and your file name will become the route. But what if I want to create route like this, user /1 or /2 /3 or any ID over here? This is called n level routing. Guys, I'm going to cover this topic in the next video, and apart from this topic I'm going to cover app layout, header and footer, and also I'm going to create common components like for the meta tags, so that we can generate the dynamic meta tags for our application. So stay tuned for the next video. And guys, if you liked this video, then please hit the like button. This will help me to create the content. And if you have any question, then you can write those questions in the comment box. I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.